Welcome back to 21 Minute Reads with me, Maya D. In these 5 minute or so videos, I share with you my takeaways from my current reading, The Black Dancing Body by Brenda Dixon Gottschalk. As a part of the Read 21 in 21 challenge, I'm reading 21 minutes per day, every day, as an action of self-love, as a way of investing in myself, as a way of providing myself with some consistency in an ever-changing world, and as a way of building and maintaining community. So I hope that you've liked, I hope that you've subscribed, I hope that after hearing my thoughts, you drop some of your own thoughts in the comments so that we can continue to exchange and grow together. Yeah? So this week I read, let me look at my notes, pages 238 through 272, which means that I'm just about finished the book. In this section that I read across those pages, BDG has spoke about soul and spirit, and I think that's in reference to several comments of the Black dancing body being energized, and a way that BDG looks a little deeper into that term. What do they mean by the energized body? What energy are we talking about? Let's be a little more specific. And in that space, I get my first takeaway. My takeaway number one is the anger and the fear. Several people in the book have mentioned this idea of the Black dancing body adding anger and fear to the phrase. So here I am, I offered the person this phrase or this word, and then they add in this anger and fear. And the question I have is it really anger and fear, or is that a projection that you have based on your presumption of the moved experience, the lived experience of that body? And because I identify as a nerd, I'm going to use this question as an opportunity to do my own research and investigation. In the book, Ralph Lemon offers this addition of anger and fear in respect to his choreography, geography, and his experience. In that piece, he worked with several Ivorian dancers, and it just so happens that I know one of those Ivorian dancers. So I'm going to have a discussions probably, with that dancer about their experience. What do they feel like the piece was? What do they feel that they gave to the piece? What do they feel that they gained from the piece? Just to hear their experience. Yeah. My takeaway number two just happens to be a book. Look at that. It's called The 10 Canons of Fine Form, and it's written by art historian Robert Thompson. And Brenda Dixon Gottschalk describes this specific section as giving philosophical overview as well as practical applications. She's referring to pages 5 through 45, which is the African Art and Motion section. And I would like to include some of these ideas within my West African forms class. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to butcher some of these terms, but I wanted to read to you the 10 terms that were offered. And they are ephebism, African niche othbin, the get down quality, multiple meter, looking smart, correct entrance and exit, also known as killing a song, vividness cast into equilibrium, call and response, ancestorism, and coolness. So just thinking about ways that I can apply this information in my West African forms class. My takeaway number three is just the beauty of Brenda Dixon Gottschalk's writing. So there is a piece called Comique de la Reine, which is identified as one of the first ballets. And there's a lot written about the music and the things that surrounded the dance, but not so much about the dance itself. But I feel like Brenda Dixon Gottschalk does a wonderful way of doing that, capturing the dance in a way that she's describing the body parts, what actions they're performing, how they're performing, in a way that creates a movie in my head and a sensation that I feel like I'm experiencing the thing too. And she does it in a way that is, I feel, absent of projection of her own opinion. It describes it in a way that gives feeling, but is also leaves space for your own interpretation. And that's a challenge. One, just a challenge in writing, but also dance is a ephemeral art form. It disappears the moment that it's done, and it only leaves it what's left inside of you. There's no tangible thing. So writing about dance is one of the few ways that we maintain legacy. And this is something that I try to encourage my dance history classes, which is a wonderful blessing because my dance history students are oftentimes not dancers themselves. So I hope that I can carry this on. I hope that you carry on by coming back to visit next week and that you drop some comments down there in the comment section.